This is Gorgeous Responds, and I want to say hello to everybody out there in Gorgeous Responds viewership land. I am Gorgeous, and I also want to say a happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day, happy birth of Americana, baby. This is definitely one of my top 3 holidays of the year, that being the 4th of July. And you know, I like celebrating it, and I hope y'all like celebrating it as well, and I hope y'all are going to have a good time celebrating it this 4th of July, and with your family and friends, and you know, amongst your loved ones and what have you. So go ahead and fire up those pits and do the business. Today I do want to respond to the President of the United States' daughter sitting in on meetings with foreign heads of states, officials and presidents of different countries. Basically, I just want to say I don't really have a problem with the president's daughter sitting in on these type of, you know, meetings and with these type of officials. Yeah, is the president grooming his daughter for a, you know, potential, you know, 2028 run? Yeah, he is. You know, you know, I'm pretty sure the president wants his oldest, you know, grown-up daughter to run for president at some point in time, you know, and you know, perhaps become the first female president of the United States of America. And if you've listened to any of my videos in the past, you will pretty much know that that is definitely going to happen. Like, book it. Lock it in. It's definitely going to happen. There will be a first female president of the United States coming up here pretty doggone soon, I must say. And so, you know, hopefully everyone's prepared for it, and you know, and it'll take place, you know, when the time is right for it, you know, which I'm saying that it's going to be pretty soon here. So the president of the United States, you know, is having his daughter, you know, gather, you know, intel and information, and you know, meet these people face to face and shake their hands and you know, whatnot, and you know, just get used to being in the arena, if you will, with these foreign heads of states. And so yeah, I mean, he wants her to run for president, you know, after he's done. Just as pretty much anybody would. I mean, like, this is, you know, nothing new. You know, presidents, they, you know, tend to want their children to also run. I mean, we've already had one, you know, son, you know, actually win the presidency. I mean, George, you know, W. Bush, you know, George H. Bush, his son, who passed away. But yeah, George H. Bush's son, George W. Bush, won the presidencies. And you know, the Clintons wanted Chelsea to run. Obviously, you know, Hillary thought, you know, she had it in the bag last campaign, and boy, was she wrong. So this is nothing new, you know, with the president, you know, having his children involved into his politics and so forth. It's, you know, his daughter is grown up. You know, she's a very educated daughter. She's a very respectable woman in general. Someone who, you know, I don't mind listening to when she talks a lot of times. You know, she's obviously great on the eyes, you know what I'm saying? But she's a mother. She's also a wife. You know, she's a very respectable woman. And, you know, she has her politics, and, you know, from what I'm hearing, all of them are not necessarily, you know, down the line with her father's politics. So, you know, I'm pretty sure she will take a stab at it here at sometime, you know, in the near future, perhaps 2028, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, me personally, I don't have a problem. I think we all, you know, as human beings, you know, if we were president of the United States, you know, of America, right, we would, and we had children who were grown-ups, you know, we would want to mold them in the area of politics and to potentially also, you know, run for election of the presidency. So no problem there with me. Although the news media, I bring it up just because, you know, the news media, which, as most of you should know, if you don't know, I'll tell you, most of the news media, national news media in this country, is Democratic and is liberal and is progressive and is this and is that, you know, everything that on that side of the fence, you know, the Democratic side of the fence. The general news media, you know, be it, you know, TV or, you know, cable news, or it is mainly Democratic, you know, newspapers, so forth, you know, Democratic, the majority. So, you know, they're all in a frenzy, you know, with the president's daughter, you know, in on meetings and having conversations with these foreign heads of states. And, you know, so yeah, they're just doing what they do. But I mean, you know, that's politics once again. You know, the Democrats do it as well as the Republicans do it. You know, they that's how they go at each other. But I just want to say that I didn't have a problem with it. I think the bigger problem in all of this, honestly, however, is the Democrats basically floundering for not only a clear-cut candidate to challenge this president of the United States, to possibly defeat him, but also their message seems to be, you know, kind of in tatters, or, you know, in different places. You know, I don't see a continuum or, you know, just a pipeline message that is resonating in any type of impactful way with the American electorate, that, you know, I can say, hey, you know what I'm saying, yeah, even I'm feeling some of this of what the, you know, the Democrats are trying to pitch, what have you. I don't see that, I don't feel that, I don't hear that in any sense or way from anyone that I know or anyone that I'm ever, you know, in contact with or talking about politics with. You know, everyone's kind of like lukewarm on pretty much, you know, everything that is Democratic in terms of messaging at this point in the campaign. There's just no excitement. There's a lack of excitement on the Democratic side of the political fence. And like I say, that's primarily the reason why I'm expecting them to lose come 2020. And I'm expecting them to lose pretty handily to the current administration. You know, these things will play out. Like I said, they don't really have any clear-cut candidates, someone who is, you know, enthusiastic, or someone who is compelling, or someone who is charismatic and, you know, is on point with message, someone who's connecting with, you know, the, you know, different people, be it, you know, mostly, you know, independents or even hardcore to the base. of the Democratic side. So not looking that good, you know, if you're a Democrat at this point in the campaign. But as I was saying, you know, I've said this in another video, but there is one bullet actually in the Democratic chamber that could make a lot of noise. But that, you know, bullet, you know, that being person is not running this time around. However, 2028, I do think, in my opinion, that the American electorate should be on watch for one. You ready? Drum roll, please. Oprah Winfrey running for President of the United States in 2028. I do think that there is a real possibility that Oprah could run and also win the presidency in 2028. I do think that there has not been a significant pressure campaign, because Oprah said that she did not want to run this time around for the presidency. She said, in fact, that she's had no interest in running for the presidency. But, you know, as the years go on, you know, a year go by, another year go by, you know, and you're Oprah Winfrey. I mean, what have you done? I mean, what haven't you done in your life, you know? And if this particular president can show that a person doesn't need any type of political experience or having held any type of political office and still run and win the presidency of the United States of America, if you're Oprah, you got to be thinking, man, I'm pretty sure I can probably do the same thing. You know, why not? So I think the pressure campaign has not been amped up from the Democratic side of the fence on Oprah Winfrey to run for president. And I think that, you know, as this campaign winds down, be it 2020 I'm speaking of, and you know, the president does go ahead and win re-election or whatever happens, you know, a Democrat could come out the blue and shock a lot of people, including myself, you know, I will admit. Should a Democrat come out and, you know, defeat this president of the United States next year, you know, I will be, you know, a bit surprised, more than a bit surprised. But, you know, as this campaign does wind down next year, I think that really, you know, there will be a larger pressure campaign in play to kind of, you know, press the button and get Oprah into the field of 2028 and, you know, make a run for it. And it, you know, if that were the case, I think that she should be clearly considered the favorite. I mean, if it's 2028, I mean, we're talking 8 years from now, or a little over 8 years from now. But I mean, these things, you know, if you're on the pulse, you can kind of like, you know, predict, you know, which wave is going to happen next. And, you know, how it's going to, you know, how everything is going to respond. And this is going to just respond. So, I mean, y'all know I'm going to respond. But I think that pressure campaign on the left side The Democratic side could get more fierce, as this campaign winds down in 2020 and we started heading toward 20. Did I say 2028? No, I don't mean 2028. I mean 2024. So Oprah Winfrey could actually run for president of the United States in 2024. So I think that pressure campaign from the Democrats could get more intensified as soon as this election winds down and the president is reelected, as I expect him to be. And they start looking for candidates in 2024. And also the Republicans, they start looking for, so everybody's kind of new to the field, and there's nobody out there as of yet that, upon my notice, that I can say would be a clear-cut favorite in 2024. So, that really clears the way for yet another outsider to come in and possibly capture a nomination from a party and perhaps go on and win the presidency once again. Like, it can happen back to back. I mean, this is this is the country we live in now. 2019 United States of America age. This is the age, this is the country that we're living in now. You don't even need to hold any political office any longer. All you got to do is have enough star power and have enough charisma and not too many messed up things on your track record. And even that is not, stopping some of them. But yeah, I think we actually have the chance of going back to back with non-politicians winning the presidency of the United States, being this particular current president of the United States, as well as a possible run from one Oprah Winfrey in 2024. So just be on the lookout and remember who told you first. I'm serious. Like, I do not see anybody that will stand as a larger favorite than one Oprah Winfrey if she chooses to run in 2024. To me, she would be the clear-cut favorite of a field. And she definitely does have the potential to be the first woman president in the United States of America. If the Democrats can, intensify that pressure campaign on her, because they need somebody. The Democrats need somebody. They need a star. And none is brighter than one Oprah Winfrey, especially at this particular moment that we're living in, with feminism on the rise, with femininity on the rise, and with masculinity on the downstock, and basically falling fast in the United States. So this is definitely a time for Oprah Winfrey. No questions about it. Like, she definitely could step in here in 2024 and go back to back with non-political figures winning the most powerful office in the world, which is President of the United States of America. So I'm just saying, y'all be informed. Keep tuned to this channel. Score Just responds, and I will respond, and I will let y'all know more as I gather more in and process it myself. Thank y'all very much, and I appreciate y'all for viewing this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit that noto bell, and stay informed. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. This is Gorgeous Respond. I am Gorgeous. Have a great